of a ARC5 station that was used in bombers like B-17s, B-25s. And what I've done is secured them kind of the way they did there in the aircraft with these little brackets. And we've got a homemade wooden frame to hold everything. And basically this is the 80-meter transmitter. This is the 40-meter transmitter. And then a homebrew modulator, which packaged in a Junker ARC5 cabinet. And down here we have the receivers, the 80-meter receiver and the 40-meter receiver. And all of this is controlled by a control panel, which is of my own design. They had a different sort of control there in the bombers. But anyway, I've got the on-off switch, and then you can switch the speaker over here between the 80 and 40 meter units, and so forth. And you can also switch between CW and phone. So this is the control panel for all of this. And again, that's the speaker, homebrew. And this is the microphone, T17 carbon microphone, which they used back in the original days during World War II. And I get the wire routed back up here. And the cable goes into the modulator. And actually this modulator screen grid modulates the two transmitters, and the modulator circuit and components are out of the VHF airborne unit that was used in the bombers, and it's basically out of the SCR 522 VHF unit. That's the screen modulator. And over here, let me back up here a little bit. The transmitters with screen grid modulation run anywhere from 10 to 15 watts. So to get more power, what I did is designed a grounded grid linear amplifier to boost the output up to 50 to 75 watts. And this will handle a peak of 250 peak watts. So carrier-wise, with the linear amplifier, it'll run anywhere between 50 and 75 watts, depending on how I load the transmitters here. This amplifier does not have a matching network inside. What I did is chose to go outboard on the matching network, and that's what this is here. Took an old MFJ mobile tuner and put its guts in a new box, made a new front panel, and also installed a 100 watt 50 ohm non-inductive load inside. And we can either go dummy load, go through, or match. And the ARC5 transmitters go through this and match it to the input impedance of the amplifier. And also, if you don't use the amplifier, you can use this as just a standard matchbox. It goes straight from the ARC5s into the antenna system. and that's about it. You want me to describe what tube this uses here? And by the way, inside the amplifier, it uses a 7094, which has a cathode, has a separate cathode, so you don't have to have bifilar choke where you normally use that with tubes that have just a filament and not a heater cathode type thing. And that tube was developed kind of when single sideband was getting into the act back in the early 60s, so forth. And anyway, that's what I'm using, a little single 7094 tetrode.